Armlet now over on Era, so a little bit more strength coming his way. How's Kuiper going for his build? It's the AC.
AC, yes. I like the Armlet pickup for Era, just being another core, you know, he's not locking himself into like being a support, like a 3 basically. Now he's pretty much going to keep himself up as a 2.
Still feels a little odd with like Synderen. Like the longer this game goes on, the less useful this Undying is going to be.
He becomes less useful, but at the same time, like, oh, another relocate on Yol. He's like, please, no!
Again, all he wants to do is deward. He's not asking the world. He's got his job to do as a support hero.
The one thing that Undying can do in these fights, though, is that if he's sitting really far back, he has Soul Rip every 6 seconds.
The blink, the crush catches Illidan. BZZ's going to be there, repels on Illidan. And Illidan will just try and turn to a little bit of chip damage. Mystic Snake.
Bounces to the courier.
Yeah, but does no damage. Didn't realize it would actually bounce to the target.
I didn't think it would bounce there either. That actually looked super funny.
Still does no damage, obviously.
A lot of healing on the side of Escape with the Soul Rip and the mech soon coming out.
Synderen's hung around here long enough they could potentially glimpse him into a fight. But then you do this big smoke maneuver for absolutely nothing. With the Sentry down too, they understand they're not being visible. But the fact they're also not being visible on any lanes apart from Illidan attacking into the mid-tier 1 is going to flag it for ESC. And that's why they're pushing in the top lane.
Yep, and Illidan is getting close to that Linken's that we were talking about. But, yeah, they don't want to lose their last tier 2. They want to at least try to defend it, it looks like. They're sending all 5 heroes. And it looks like BZZ is actually going back for a Midas, so they're going for this late game. He's got his Arcane Boots mech on the Omni Knight, and then, yeah, he's got the Midas recipe in base.
Mystic Snake and Split Shot with Purify. Say goodbye to your creep wave. KZoo wants to burn a little bit of the mana off Illidan to start with. But Mystic Snake is such a beautiful thing that Illidan's going to get it back the second ESC try and force this. And what have we got flying out in the courier? So he brings the Linken's recipe in, so...
The Linken's and the Midas. Or did he not put the Midas on the courier? No, he did put the Midas on the courier. He just didn't pick it up. Oh well. Okay, this was actually quite low.
Yeah,
but there's the Soul Rip. That's the one nice thing is, especially too with the tether into Soul Rip, it's actually a huge amount of healing. It's 480 and then doubled, or 1.5 times as much. So.
Oh, they're beating through Kuiper's bear. Kuiper's got to resummon. He knows he can just force the issue. Because he's a lone druid. Flimps back and take KZoo out of this one. The Yule Scepter goes up and towards the air as the Raw Splitter over on the side. Era gets far enough away and then turns on that arm at the right time. But Stonegaze Illidan gets in front. Era's going to go down. So they turn on the Guardian Angel, looking for the extra saving grace as they bring down the Tombstone and look for more kills. KZoo's on the run.
Yapsor's relocate was off the mark too. They're pinging him out and they look like they're going to go for the kill here on him.
Do they have enough? Yapsor, he's got to tether target. The lone druid bear came in. And he looks like he's going to be able to walk himself off this one. Unless someone can blink forward. But then again, you can blink with the Beastmaster, but there's no Raw, there's no Boars.
And he survives. Wow. They only end up losing 2 heroes, so... Amazing fight.
You'll lose the tier 1 tower as well, though.
Yeah,
amazing be quick enough
for Fantastic 5.
But this is it. Like, this is what I was talking about. Like, you get enough on Fantastic 5 that they can just... They're strong enough to fight.
Yeah.
You get the Blink level 3 Necrobooks over on Pasha. This now means, like, we go back to what we said during the draft. You are deleting one player of ESC from the fight at the very, very start. Right now, all they want to do is delete a bear, but they can't keep the damage on him long enough, so they can get recalled back over to Kuiper.
Yeah, and they almost killed KheZu there as well. He was extremely low. The thing is with KheZu, in these fights, they have to just recognize if they do kill KheZu, he's going to be back in the fight within like 5-10 seconds. He's got 18 Bloodstone charges, pretty much an instant respawn.
That Radiant Observer was watching KheZu moving around, and it's also going to flag the fact that F5 need to get over the Roshan pip.
Can't contest Dire Slardar Roshan.
You do have the ET though. That's probably the only advantage you do have, but you need to be in position before Roshan starts for that to work.
KheZu finishes up his Aghanim sector, so he's going to be dishing out sound. But other than that, you probably want to get the Wisp. It's like Wisp priority, then Undying priority, then it's depending on positioning. It's like the Slardar priority and everything else for the Roar. But also, I didn't really point it out just because I kind of like overlooked it. We don't really see much Omni Knights, but the Linken Sphere Synergize is really cool with Repel. But that's just, it's not really going to do too much for the side of versus Escape Game because none of them really build Diffusal, so it's not a problem.
Yeah. get items which don't make perfect sense. K2 though, his items make perfect sense.
Yep, level 7. He's already got his level 16 double chakram.
The only, yeah, that's the only thing which is a little bit different in this build, as opposed to getting something more like an early Shivas or something along those lines. That he goes into the Ags after the Yules and the Bloodstone. It's not that uncommon, just a small variation from the builds I've been seeing so far in the qualifier.
Man, and I got nobody updated with saying if the Omni Note was picked or not. Nobody said anything. I checked a few times. Nobody tweeted anything.
God, BTS production value.
Not even just BTS, like anybody. Anybody could have sent, any of you could have sent us a message. Is this the first Omni Night game?
Hey, you know, I actually asked this because I don't know if people knew, but Red was having information fed to him by Knoxville at the major. Sorry, I've broken the illusion now. They actually want that kind of information fed over to the co-casters.
Yeah, you know,
during games as well.
I know.
So you have Nox passing little pieces of information, or whoever's doing the stats, pass it over during the games. It's just like you do it like in baseball. It's like, and so John Smith has managed to have 3 outs on the 9th inning, or something like that. It's
yeah.
Like, and in his games in 2016 first quarter.
And I'm wrong.
You're wrong. That was a game.
IG Vitality picked Omni Night 8 hours ago versus Vici Gaming Reborn. Okay, I had to do it myself. Nobody.
Your life is so hard.
Making me.
Would you like to control a camera?
What? I'm controlling my camera. It's really nice. I like having my own. I can look at really cool stuff like these things that going on in the trees while you're looking at all this important stuff.
Yeah, you don't have anyone that actually frickin' judges your camera work,
Yeah.
so you're fine. Hey, you said they wouldn't build a diffusal blade. They built a diffusal blade.
Well, who's got it?
It's on the Lone Druid Bear.
He actually did build one.
He built a diffusal blade.
Okay, all right.
Lincoln Sphere now makes sense, right?
Lincoln's and
Oh wait, they're relocating down. Goodbye, Beastmaster. You don't get mopped up. That's 1 minute without the beast. 1 minute without that jump initiation. But the mid lane as well as the top lane is still in favor of F5 for now. And you've got the 2 D pushers up. Illidan's coming back for the defense. He's also walking around with the Demon Edge. It was the Rapier that brought Team Secret down last time. I don't know if it'll be that this time around, especially considering there's a Radiance. More than likely it's just going to be a standard Monkey King Bar.
Yeah, maybe it is. It might be the Rapier.
It's an MKB.
It's an MKB.
It's
yeah.
so an MKB. Like, if it's anything other than an MKB, I will not eat my shots. But
he might just feel super far behind. They are 12k behind already, but maybe they feel a lot of pressure, man.
He's burning that Mystic Snake really early. Like, I thought he'd actually wait for the creep wave to at least come in before he did it. Now it's on cooldown for a little bit longer. It allows ESC to go onto the high ground without taking heavy amounts of damage. As, well, the tether keeping the bear alive. Actually, Yabsaw instantly cancelled that one. And now it's the bear. Era jumps in
off the repel.
Well, BZZ, he's going to go down. He thought he was safe to disrupt the storm with the ET splitter. It hits Keizu and breaks the Aegis Immortal with a roar out too. They're trying to burn down the mana of Keizu. They have to relocate him back just a little bit, not too far, but it's out of peril of F5. So then he can reinitiate back in again with a Blink Crush from Era, catching Pasha and RMN. ESC inside the base of F5, maybe a little bit against their will. Illidan still trying to pump out damage, but he doesn't have that much. The Rax is going to go down in favor of ESC to start with. So welcome to one prediction as Keizu tethers himself away in a little bit too deep. You have the level 4 glimpse, and who are they bringing back? It's going to be Era, but he's got a Blink Dagger of Verbal and no wall to hold him in.
They have no damage.
Yeah, it's the Lincoln's issue.
It's too much sustain on the side of Escape too. They have the Soul Rip with the Mac, with the Arcane Boots, with the Tether of course from the Wisp, and also right away, the Diffusal Blade pays off! They get the Diffusal on the Repel on the Omni Knight and burst him down, so that bottom racks, like we were mentioning, they usually want to get a pick before they are able to transition into a full high ground thing. They pick off the Beastmaster, then they kill the Omni Knight directly right afterwards. But still, it looked like they could have actually just slow sieged that one without even actually having to pick anyone off with the advantage that they have.
And I get so concerned about this, but it's still, like, ESC, they take the first racks, fantastic for them. This is going to push Koi for even further up. The man who hasn't died yet, he's over 20k in the net worth. Overall, ESC are just so far ahead. But you never want to underestimate a Deucer.
Yeah, definitely not.
And I keep coming back to the point, so I feel like I'm a broken record. But at the same time, like,
yeah, you don't want to...
Once the damage arrives, ESC have to give it respect. And then just do the slow siege. Yeah. So they just play it smart. I guess it's not gonna. It's still under Radiance.
He might feel obligated.
He might feel obligated, but He also needs to direct attack and not have the Radiant screw him up all the time.
Yeah, maybe if Escape doesn't see it coming and they make some over-aggressive move, it could be the game changer. But they are, like you were saying, quite far behind already, looking at a 20,000 gold advantage for Escape Gaming.
Well, Illidan, do you feel oh, actually, yes, hello. You are right. It's a rapier.
He needs it. He wants it.
He's actually getting the rapier. He'll come out and farm up this wave. The courier is going to do the dirty work, but it might be better if he uses his own hero. The Obs and Sentry will be scouting the movement out. The courier's coming into, he's 5 gold short, so he can't get it straight away. So he's here a little bit before his time, but then Era jumps in, the BKB protection. Does he actually want to buy it now? He's next to the shop. He could fight it, and yep, buys it mid-fight. Needs this damage. Syndra might go down pretty damn quickly. We'll stick with Illidan. They bring down the Tombstone. Yapsol's here. Syndra is dropping quickly. They're keeping the split shot working, and Illidan, it's a double kill for him. The brand's fresh, spanking new rapier going to work. Meanwhile, over on the side, Keizu, he's trying to chase after Yol. The repel's over on him. That won't stop Keizu from finding the kill. Timbersaw will find that one, but now Illidan makes his way down. Guardian Angel gonna be triggered. Keizu should be able to tank through this one. They get through the creep wave as Keizu brings down a triple kill on the Omni Knight. Pasha and Illidan both need to retreat, and they need to keep the rapier secret. They need to keep it safe. Maybe not so secret, but down on bottom lane, that's also being pushed in. Defense time.
All their lanes are pushing in heavily, and Escape Gaming, every time the fights are being taken, it's on the enemy side of the map, so they're actually able to gain something out of it, while Fantastic 5 is pretty much all defensive. Small victory for them there, but still not really enough.
It's the fact that it shows that you have still not enough damage from Illidan to take care of the Timbersaw.
Yep.
It also does, however, show that the supports will just crumble underneath that Medusa. The IO and the Undying cannot stay close.
No, yeah, they can't stay close at all, but they did place down some nice aggressive wards on the side of Escape Gaming. Now they're able to see the small movements that are coming out from Fantastic 5, and it looks like we'll probably see them wait for that next Roshan, and then that's when they'll go for their siege.
Makes a lot of sense. Octarine's on the way now for Keizu as he picks up the soul booster.
He's so farmed.
Yeah, he really is. He actually now has the top net worth on the field, more than the Lone Druid, who's still sitting on 3.6k gold. And that's going to be Lone Druid picking up, well, he could actually go Daedalus or MKB, either one. Probably going to be the MKB just for the extra control. And
yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
MKB for, yeah. Butterfly is a natural build-up for Medusa, so no shocker for him to pick that up.
I'm wondering though if Illidan even goes for that. Like, he kind of needs like strength and ability to kite. He actually needs the Skadi still.
Or another rapier.
Or another rapier.
Yeah, MKB,
or maybe the Monkey King buff for direct attack. So he comes up, sells it. It's gonna. He's got an open orb, so either he finishes the Manta, or he'll eventually progress into the Skadi.
I think he'll go for the Skadi. He's gonna buy the Manta right now as soon as I say it.
You're still up against 4 melee heroes and a melee pet.
Yeah.
Like, Skadi just looks so, like, on paper, the best thing.
Yep.
Oh my god, I've become Nahaz.
On paper. Oh no.
On paper, this hero looks absolutely fantastic. In 80% of the games he's played this time around, he has won in the TI qualifiers.
Alright, Alan sounds way cooler than that, man.
Yeah, he really does. I don't know why I just went into that old school radio voice. It just seemed good at the time.
Kezu's performance this game, though, is quite stellar. Getting up those, the multiple individual solo kills onto the Beastmaster. Of course, because Pasha went for those jungling items right away, because he didn't expect the laning setup. But still, yeah, Kezu has got 0 deaths, and he's about to be 6 slotted already in this game.
Quick Roshan.
And it's up.
Here they come.
Cheese Aegis.
At least Illidan, Manta scouts. Like, they can see Illidan running off on this bottom lane.
So he did go for Manta. Okay.
Yeah, he did. He finished it. He has to create some kind of chaos in the fights. Like, I think that's also one of the other things for him. Like, if he's got the Manta, then ESC, it's not going to be as straightforward.
Yep, removes the amplified damage as well and gets the root off.
He should actually never be amplified in the fight then, with both Lincolns as well as that. Maybe it's actually worthwhile just putting the Lincolns on the Omni Knight if they want to put him on the front row.
Yeah, he already had the Yasha there in that slot anyway, so maybe he just felt like, alright, whatever. I just gotta have my TP and have my killer still. I don't want to be selling any items.
Okay, Illidan must buy a Monkey King part next. Like, you've now got a Solar Crest over on Slaughter.
I like that pickup a lot. We've been seeing people going back for the Solar Crest lately. Even Envy's been doing it on the Death Prophet a lot, which is really cool and very out of the box.
They're trying to pump so much money into this juicer. Roshan, they're hovering around it. There's obs and sentries everywhere for the Radiant side. No Hawk should come out. At the same time, they have to keep slipping a hero down. Illidan's easy enough to do it. Down to bottom lane to keep that pushed out. But the top lane's also on its way to the tier 3 tower. It won't do any real damage unless someone wants to TP up there. And that's something which someone like a Timbersaw is able to do. Like, TP up to the lane. You know your bottom lane's always going to be pushed out, and you've got a tier 1 tower on bottom lane anyway. Like, that thing's still up and running 38 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that's a big problem. And it looks like Fantastic 5 actually, they want to try to contest for this.
Yeah, they actually saw the Astral Spirit up on the top lane, and then drew a direct line saying, yo guys, F5 is on this hill. So the Spirit will come in, he'll have a look inside the pit, the Mystic Snake will bounce, actually triggers the block of Roshan with the Crush as well. KZ will be slowed up for a little bit. Illidan, he wants to come forward. The problem is, he cannot lose this Rapier. So starts the Stone Gaze, looks to snatch out the Aegis the Immortal, and he's actually, the kill goes to the Dire side, so Medusa will snatch the Aegis the Immortal, now looking to pump the damage in to that armlet turned on Era, but the fight's still splitting up. With that, actually, have they got enough damage? With the split shot, Cinderon's dropping down low, the ET split will happen, they bring down the bear, Coif will have to resummon this one, but Era back in for the two-man crush with the double chakrams, they're burning through Illidan, BZZ has to repel and move himself away from this one, while Illidan just trying to beat tower defense at the moment. Cinderon's being chased down by Pass from the backlines. The Absol's going to help him out, but Illidan focusing the damage. Cinderon inside the pit, using the Fog of War to survive, and they don't know exactly who they're trying to kill off here. With the split shot from Illidan, he just wants everyone, but can't claim one. They are just splitting up this entire fight. He might get the secondary bear, but now he's actually going to lose a Rapier, and with that, he should be losing the game. The Aegis Immortal will give him more time. Relocates on the way. BZZ makes his way forward. He needs to make this perfect timing to save up Illidan, who wants to continue to battle against the rest of ESC. Push him up the hill, get him up to safety, make it so KZu has to keep working hard for this one. The Yule's up from KZu, keeps fighting up against Illidan, and maybe now he'll start to back off as mana drops down low. ESC are still on the run. Illidan to the front lines. Finds Cinder. It's amazing what happens when he focuses his damage. Pasha gets the vision, needs the Roar to actually find any kind of kill here. But Cinderon just outruns him. He's actually got better movement speed at the moment. Back to the tier 3 tower. Breathe, Toby, breathe! It's fine, not required.
Non-stop.
They have to come back. They have to look at that bottom lane. They're going to lose tier 4s. They're actually going to lose their buildings. They're going to lose their buffer from ESC just slipping through the back lines.
Yeah, still though, that's the... We were mentioning how the Aegis and Cheese is the window for escape. Even though they are, 30,000 gold ahead, makes the ease of execution to go up on that high ground.
How much damage can the illusion... Not enough. I'm like, can they actually kill off this tower by themselves?
Yeah, unfortunately, illusions do not benefit from plus damage, only from stat damage. So that is not a tower that he will get, but...
Illidan did still live through all of that.
Yes.
So he's now got the next ultimate orb.
Like 2 buybacks though. There's the Beastmaster and the Omni Knight were forced to buy back in that engagement.
That's a little bit more expensive, but in this situation, it's 4 protect 1.
Yes.
Like, you will lay your lives on the line. Beastmaster got everything he needs, aka Blink, Raw, Necros. Like, that's all he really needs. Omni Knight, he's doing his job. He would prefer to have probably the Greaves up and running, something along those lines, a little bit more cheaper, but like having 4-staff mech as well as the rest of his heals, that just is enough as well for him.
Look at this. Do you see this Elder Titan abuse?
What?
So when his spirit's getting pulled back, he's spamming and canceling Echo Stomp. So instead of the spirit flying back super fast, it stops over and over and over and over. So he's able to position himself to get extra damage and stomps. Actually a cool little trick. Haven't seen too many people goof around with that.
Well, Iron Man will take anything he can get, including levels. This guy is still level 12. Is he actually the lowest? Nope, Disruptor is the lowest at level 9. Yol is 0 for 7 in this game.
Yeah, he's struggling quite a bit in, like I was mentioning, in this game and in the previous series beforehand.
Illidan needs more money. The only way to find that though is coming outside the base, because they're managing to be so good with pushing out the lanes now that ESC are in a better position to try and fight them away from the F5 base. It's also because it's an instant respawn for a Timbersaw with 29 Bloodstone charges, so this is always going to be a 6-on-5.
Yep. He's completely 6-slotted for the past couple minutes.
There's nowhere else for him to go now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you even want to drop the Shivas in this game.
Eventually, maybe get rid of some the Yules and go Dagon 5 or something. Because you're,
Yeah,
you're
that'll work.
unkillable anyway, right?
That'll work. The Yule seems to be a nice little thing that allows him to buy time, though, when he's being attacked.
Yep.
So it's actually making it so that F5 spend a lot of their time just trying to chase him. Okay, glimpse. Wall. There's going to be no ulti committed, so they don't want to put the storm up. Obviously, they know the wall's not going to hold the Timbersaw. Not while he's got chain, but this is a smoke maneuver from ESC. They need an observer ward inside the base. The creep wave vision isn't enough. All they see right now is Illidan inside the base. And with these continuous spirits, okay. he started the stomp as Koifa was TPing up to the top lane. But it was just a little bit too late.
Yeah, and they're like we've been saying, it's kind of hard to break into that high ground without a pick off.
God, look at this advantage. You'd think this would be easier for ESC when you're over 32k in front. Life just seems to be really hard. And now the Skadi is done over on the Medusa.
It is their last life, on the line, so they're gonna take this as carefully as possible, make sure that they don't make any silly mistakes and win, because
Very true.
they did make silly mistakes in the previous.
This is elimination. Like, you get all the way through. They had a playoff for the direct invite as well, which they ended up losing to Team Secret with. So that wasn't the greatest thing. It's actually kind of funny that we actually have the other two teams were playing for the first slot now in this matchup.
But he does need that MKB up, as you were mentioning it, pretty soon.
The Skadi had priority though. You can sell off the Ring of Aquila in a bit, and then the last thing will just be his BTs, and that'll be primarily for split push into fight. A full Mjolnir now bought up as well for Koifa. That bear is actually quite brutal with farming and fighting.
Yeah, it really is. I would really like to see them pick up like more defensive items to the
You're worried the bear's
for the Medusa.
Oh, with Medusa?
Yeah, with Medusa, just like
you don't think that she actually has to go full damage and use her teammates as human shields?
She has to go full damage. Her teammates need to build more stuff. Like you can see, Arman built the solar crest. He built the drum. He's building little items to just give a bit of a boost to Illidan. So they need to just keep doing things like that. Like we were mentioning, the blink or the force staff on BZZ.
Is it worth getting one over on Yol, or is it better for Yol to get something like a blink dagger so he's got better positioning in the fights?
I don't think he's ever gonna get an item. He's the hard sack 6 unless they get like a huge team fight engagement where he survives. I'm trying to think what items though, because Lotus Orb doesn't really benefit them at all.
Yeah, especially when you've already got the Lincoln Sphere up, which blocks like 2 abilities.
Yeah.
Oh, you called it. There's your Dagon now coming in for Keizu.
Yep. So sells the Yules, picks up Dagon 4.
Straight Dagon 4.
Yep.
He had a little bit of money up his sleeve.
Just a small amount. And yeah, they do have. I actually don't know when they picked that up, but I
guess
guess.
almost got his own Lincoln Sphere.
Is he really? Oh wow, he actually does. Holy crap.
A lot of money on him. And Cinderin's working into the Ags.
He's sick of getting roared and like glimpsed and shit.
Actually, that decay is going to be so bad from Medusa. Like, I know mana is normally the best way Medusa will survive, but if you start taking 10 strength with every single decay, and Illidan stands in the fights, so it's not that easy. It's not that difficult for Cinderin to go, oh, I have a single target standing and not moving at all. I guess I can decay this.
Yeah, it's gonna take quite a while for him to get to that Aghanim Scepter, though.
Yeah.
He is also the sacked support on ESC, but by sacked I mean 8k net worth. So
Well, they can switch it. They can switch it around now as Yapso's already finished his Lincolns.
Yeah, definitely.
So they can give a little bit more space to the Undying. How long we got for Roshan? So potentially it could be up in 5 seconds.
We'll find out how long it is on the clock in 3, 2, 1. All right, 1 minute.
Not too bad. The double damage room will then remain up for when Roshan spawns.
Yep.
The only thing is if the teams are aware of this. If ESC really feels important enough, they can just put the Lone Druid Bear. Then again, it's got all the net worth of the Lone Druid. So maybe put the Lone Druid himself in the lane and buy an Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, maybe, yeah. It's probably his next item choice. He's got 4,000 gold saved up. He's already got his bear fully slotted.
Coming out. Actually, with the
Disruptor's
repel,
going for a play.
Pasha is currently smoked up, so he can get close. The glimpse, oh, it goes the wrong way. Actually puts Ira on the cliff. He saw where the glimpse ended. So Ira was stuck up there for a second, but there's no way they're going to try and fight up onto a cliff.
It's pretty funny.
Ilden's actually got enough money for buyback, and he's getting a lot more cash.
Yeah, he's getting very farmed. He's catching up.
But they're giving him everything, though. Like, you look at the CS, it's 490 to him. The next one closest to him is 228 on his own team. I mean, so they are giving him everything that comes their way.
We were saying 4 protect 1, so...
Yep. Now we see if this bear is capable of surviving. This is what you get worried about. You put all your net worth onto a bear, which actually isn't that difficult to kill.
Yeah, it's got the evasion, and it's got this the radiance evasion if it's on the thing is on Illidan, and then also the solar crest, which makes it a bit harder to kill. And then they have the constant heals, the tether, Vlad's as well, Urn charges,
but once Illidan gets that Monkey King bar, then that evasion from solar crest as well as from yeah, that doesn't. It's not going to help.
Yeah, slowly but surely they are acquiring a good amount of currency on the side of Fantastic 5. They look like they're going to be getting an item pretty soon on the Omni Knight and even the Elder Titan.
Okay, that's another good thing for Lincoln.
Another good thing for Lincoln.
It blocks Dagon.
Yep.
the item which may have actually cost them the bottom lane though, because they went so defensive early on. How long can you hold on to a rapier like this? I'm wondering too if he just says like, "Hey, I must get the Monkey King bar." If it's like, you know what, y'all are like, it has to be a second rapier. Because if he was going to be picking up the MKB, I would have expected him to already sell this Ring of Aquila and pick up the Demon Edge, because the courier is making his way up now, so he can actually buy. Actually, can buy the whole thing.
Let's see what he wants.
Yeah, he can buy the whole thing now.
Yeah.
Relocate.
Hey, he's gonna get it.
Woo! Nice snipe. The observer was able to reveal it, but it was just the Demon Edge. It wasn't the full shebang.
Still, super value.
Yeah, that's 3 minutes. A 3-minute window where ESC understands that there is no Monkey King bar for the Medusa, and she already used a buyback previously. So it's already on cooldown. Wait, hang on, that's not right. She didn't. Why have I got the counter? I'm looking at something else completely different. Ignore that.
That's the
she
courier.
never used it. It is the courier. I'm looking at the wrong fucking thing.
I was like,
I'm looking at that. I'm like, holy shit, is there a moment here? No, there's not.
I was like, when the hell did he buy out?
Illidan still got the money. I had in the back of my brain that he already spent his money, so he didn't have buyback, and I connected the wrong dots. Never let me be Mr. Squiggle.
Nobody heard it.
Everybody heard it. We just amplified it. It's fine. I live with it. Alright. I'll have a Reddit thread. That's fine.
Nope, you asked for it. Now you won't.
Cast this game for 10 years on event.
Roar on the bear.
Roar. That's a lot of damage, and well, that's all it takes to kill off a bear. But your roar is down for now. As now they slow down Keizu. Illidan is still good damage, ripping into Keizu when he misses the timber chain. So Illidan will be able to hit a little bit longer. The slow doesn't make it easy for Keizu to walk out of here. And they managed to clean up the creep wave. Necrobooks have also been committed. Cinderin holding onto that tombstone for now, but then that split shot. Dropping Cinderin down so low, they can bring down this Undying. The relocate will happen, but you burn through the Undying still. Era so low on life, and look at the damage output. He's standing his ground up against F5. Now the EET split, they want to snap him. The second he comes out of the Aegis, and they got it, he can't even turn the armor on in time. Now he will be, still into the storm. They hold the line against ESC. And now you bring down the frickin'... that's fucking just... That's it! That's it.
We've lost Toby.
We're going to IOCam. I'm having a break.
And the money to be able to sell it and actually purchase a full nother item.
It's either that or like you look for the damage and get through the timber. Like you get something like a Daedalus.
Yeah, like a Daedalus or something. Or maybe even another rapier at that point.
Yeah.
That might be a little bit scary, but at this
I'm wondering
point
what's more efficient.
If he dies,
like the Daedalus or the rapier.
Yeah, it might even be more efficient to just get the rapier with all the damage he has and the auras with the Elder Titan and everything too. Or with the crit, sorry. And yeah, BZZ is progressing as well. His Midas is actually super paying off in this game. He's not really able to hit creeps at all, but just being able to Midas every 100 seconds, excuse me. And now he has the Shivas finished up already. So he's making
There's a double roar, and Illidan also called out. Cinderin drops down the tombstone. Illidan will be quite happy to stand his ground and get rid of this. Sorip was already used, so say goodbye to tombstone for a minute. They move forward. Illidan lets the Mana Style go. Slows down Keizu as the man who wants to try and fight him again. Illidan, Cappy, every time he gets jumped, he just turns and looks at him with that wonderful stone kind of gaze, looking for the mini bash as well on Keizu, dropping him low. The bottom lane's being pushed in by Koifa. He's actually running the Aghanim Scepter now, so the Druid, the bear can be involved in the fight and then just keeps the split push going.
Did he have his bear top?
I don't know. I didn't actually see what the bear was.
Radiant just blew Glyph. That actually can be a big deal. I don't know what happened if if the bear was hitting, I looked away for a second.
Lone Druid destroyed a tower.
So yeah, it was top. Okay.
Yeah.
So his bear was wrapping top. I was looking at the.
But you blow a gift for a tier 2 when like the only main thing which really matters is inside your own base.
Yeah, I mean the Rax was getting chunked down. It got put down to almost 750 HP. So I can understand why they did that. But
okay. Yeah.
Okay. Kezu, glimpse back, but yeah, not able to.
There's no follow up. They're still holding the line.
Kezu sold his boots, by the way, or he got rid of his boots for now. He has a blink dagger on him.
The timber. I'm already 6-slotted. What the hell do I do now?
Yeah. He doesn't really know what else. They just bought a bunch of sentries and wards, right, for Cinderin. Yeah, Kezu bought him like 14 or 16 sentries.
Cinderin's now a charity case. I'll buy you as much as I possibly can. Even waiting for this Roshan, I don't know if it's really that. Okay, it's good for Kuiper. It's good to have the Aegis Immortal over on Lone Druid, but I'm still concerned that his bear just has no effect when it gets caught out. And having a refresher orb over on the Beastmaster. Like, Pasha is holding on to his buyback for now, but he's got himself enough money where he can buy the refresher.
Yeah.
And double Roars means he can refresher, roar onto the bear. They already showed they could bring it down before. You have a resummon, you think you're confident, and then you lose your second bear. You literally delete a hero in that way, and yeah, I love the way your neck just like cranks the second you see the scythe. You start to dodge out with the Stomp. You've already managed to get the silence, and Illidan stands his ground. He wants to bring down the Tombstone. Soul Rib still on cooldown for 1 extra second, but up on top lane. Again, this bear has its play, and again, this bear will go down. The resummon has to happen. Cinderin! Don't get bashed, Cinderin! They put the Lincoln Sphere on him. The damage won't be enough. Double Shark was trying to keep him back too, and now the bear, Kuiper, trapped inside the wall. There's your blink, raw refresher. They put down the Static Storm. They need to bring in Illidan for the damage, and Kuiper's going to lose his life right now.
Relocate top by Yapsor.
He's
trying to hit the Rax as a Wisp.
He's going to get Heaven's Halberd even if he tries to. What, you try physical damage down with a frickin' Wisp to kill off Rax? Come on, you've got to be kidding me.
That was cute. I don't know if he tried to bring someone with him with the relocate, and maybe he broke the tether by accident, but
they really want that bear again.
That was cute.
I actually love the fact the Lone Druid's dead, and you got to remember the bear will remain alive because of the Aghanim Scepter upgrade. So even if you do kill off Kuiper, you don't really stop the Lone Druid from having an effect. The bear is actually still the hero.
Yep. Just running around farming.
Okay, so you have 6.9k gold on Illidan, and I am seeing a courier making a path up. What do we got? Okay, BZZ is about to get himself an Aghanim Scepter.
That's actually a huge deal. He doesn't even have to be near the fight now. He's going to be in no position to die. He's also super tanky already, though. It's
also the buildings. ESC's like, hey, let's try and backdoor rush. Oh, shit.
Yeah, the Aghanim's hitting the buildings. They removed the healing from it, though, so it doesn't heal them up, but it does give them 10 seconds duration.
You're still going to be very, very happy with that.
Yeah.
And the fact that he can buy it and still have enough money for buyback, like he's short by 200 right now, but he'll get that, no problem.
Yeah, he can even just sell the Midas pretty soon.
That may actually be what he's doing, because he needs to hold on to a TP scroll. Yapsor!
The Raxes, though, the bear!
They have to go home! They have to go home! The top's been taken, the mid, only the range remains!
And Yapsor actually kills BZZ. But yeah, the bear went in and took out the range Rax top, finished that out, took out the melee Rax mid, and actually finished off that tier 4 tower as well in the mid lane.
Oh boy.
So like what I was mentioning, their fights are gonna take so long to be able to bring people down. Everybody's so tanky on the side of Escape that Koik was able to just bring his bear in. He had a refresher as well there, so the Beastmaster roared one of the bears top, he resummoned, they sent the bear top, it got roared again, it got killed, then Koikfa refreshered and brought in another bear. So they were probably, because I was actually going to comment while you were like doing the team fight stuff, I was like, oh, there's no more bears, and then I click on him and I was like, oh, he's got a refresher, okay, there's a third bear.
No, F5 weren't expecting it, and you just need a little surprise like that. They'll be there going, hey, how the hell did he get 3 bears out?
Yeah.
And the simple answer is going to be, well, he now has a refresher, and now they have to keep their eyes very, very close on the back lines.
Really smart itemization there by Koikfa. I love that. Like, he already knows, like, I have everything else I need. Like, that's the only thing that I could do.
Oh, this is nice, though. So Beastmaster now with the refresher orb is now going to have a double scythe.
Yeah, so 4 forms of lockdown.
And double waves of Necros, too. So when he goes for the initiation, he can still, like, trigger the next wave of Necros.
Yep.
Okay, Illidan, you need to buy something else. You got 14,000 gold on a Medusa. However, walking up by yourself in an area surrounded by 4 heroes of ESC, I'm not sure about this. It's the second Rapier. Illidan, get your ass home now. This is your mother speaking.
But he sells the Manta. He picks up the second Rapier. Now he's got 860 or 875 damage.
Illidan starts his TP. There's no cancel to this. However, the Aegon flies in. They jump back home again. Bears be assaulting the base.
Yep.
Another resummon up from Koifa. He's got his refresher off cooldown in 54 seconds, so they'll have more in a bit.
Truly Defense of the Ancients.
It really is. With a small little barracks playing a supporting role. It's the only thing that stands between them and Megas.
I told you, dude. What'd I tell you, though?
Hey, you said for the first game when we actually had the bet thing for over an hour, and then F5 just crushed them. Could you also imagine if this is the way Escape don't qualify? Like, they form as no diggity. They perform so damn well in competitions leading up
top lane
to TI. Yep, now Cinderin, they need a little bit of help. Where's the BTs? They are losing their home right now. The bear comes back up. Will it be enough? Down to 1k. They still can't beat it down. 3 euros gone. GG. The call has to come out. They want to buy back. They might be able to keep the bear off it. Yol's calling it out right now. The GG is there. The bear has actually stopped attacking in front of it. They bash it down. They bring it down. And, well, the racks, it doesn't matter. They actually followed through with the GG. There is no Fisherman's GG this time around. 67 minutes, but F5 did not make that easy for Escape.
No, they didn't. But inevitably, we kind of started to see what was happening with that Aghanim's Lone Druid Bear, with the way the fights progressed with the Wisp and the Undying, so many heals.